Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and welcome back to Let's Watch Ultraman Omega. And last time, I watched the second special episode that involved Naraki, the guy, I probably said his name wrong, who lives in the same building as Sorato and Kosei. And just like the first one, it was just basically recapping a lot of stuff we already knew, but just introducing, like, what he knows about, like, the kaiju that Omega uses and certain other aspects that were being said on the radio show he was listening. Though one of the biggest things we learned is he knows Kosei can control the kaijus, because it turns out they do a little flashback for him, and it turns out he was there in episode 13. Like, he was, like, going down to deliver something to Kosei, and then he was listening to their conversation, and he was like, oh shit, I should get out of here. This is not a conversation I should be listening to. So he knows Kosei is, like, controlling those kaiju, and in that term knows that he works with Ultraman, but he doesn't know Sorato is Omega. And there was, like, even a moment where he was kind of concerned, like, oh god, are we safe? Now that I know Ultraman is technically in the building somewhere with these kaiju and stuff. But then they do a little flashback to that moment when the people were voting on the poll of what they thought about Omega, and, like, 45% voted positive, which Kosei got mad at. And we even see Naragi, he got mad too. He's like, what the fuck? I support him! He's like, you know what? Yeah, I do support him. And he was like, at the end, feeling kind of bad. He was like, oh, since now they're working for the KSCT, they're probably not gonna want to see me again. Oh yeah, and that was what happened in the beginning too. They basically were recapping too that, oh yeah, he apparently got to meet with Sayuki. She gave him, like, a card and everything, so they got to meet, but that was off screen. But then yeah, Kosei called him and said, hey, you want to come to a hot pot party? IU's gonna be there and she's gonna be cooking. He's like, oh my god, I'll be right there. Oh gee, she's so cute. I gotta dress up. And just, yeah, it ended with him being like, let's go. And then that was it. So, yep, that's all that happened. So now we're going into episode 17, which is titled Snow Blossoms. And I did see the thumbnail, and I did accidentally, I remember seeing the sneak peek a little bit when it abruptly ended last time. And yeah, that is what the creature is. It looks like a Pagos, but it looks very different. It's like yellow and stuff. And I'm, like, wondering what that's going to be about. I'm going to guess maybe it's like an undead one, like it's a zombie. I think I might have accidentally saw that a little bit in the sneak peek when I was quickly trying to, like, not see anything. I think that word might have popped up. Again, who knows? But I'm excited to see what this is going to be all about. So let's see what episode 17 entails for Sorato and the KSCT and Kosei and all, Ayu and Sayuki. I was just about to say all of them, but I was like, I might as well say all their names. And also, I'm just rambling. I'm tired. It's 9 o'clock as I'm recording this. Jesus Christ! Oh, okay. Oh, it's just a normal Pagos. Okay, yep. My theory about it being a zombie, yeah, might be already right then. Cause yeah, okay, so it's gonna die, and then it's gonna come back to life. Okay. So yeah, so they said they used a new weapon to kill it, but I wonder if that's gonna be what happens. Is it gonna have side effects that's gonna bring it back to life, or is it gonna be something else? Oh. Yeah, as I was saying, I figure he's gonna have a bad feeling about this. He's like, that seemed too easy. Uh-oh. Oh shit, what's that? Oh, that's cool. I like the way it's, like, moving. Like, yeah, it's starting to get its, like, joints all moving again. It's, like, slowly coming back. I like the design. And again, it's actually nice that they're doing this for Pagos, because out of a lot of the reused kaiju, he's never had kind of a redesign, so it's like, oh, cool. He's getting, like, a redesign. Kind of like what they did in Ultraman Decker, when they had Gomra and Red King, and then they had, like, sphere variations to change them up. So yeah, that's cool. We're getting that with Pagos, then. Interesting. I'm curious to find out what that yellow stuff is all about, then. Interesting. So it's not just running wild, it has an objective. Yeah, whatever this stuff that's like in its body or whatever is controlling it and trying to take it somewhere and use it for its own purposes, I guess. That was a fun little shot of, like, him crawling and them shooting the missiles. Yep. He's already considering what I'm thinking. Yeah, he's considering maybe it's not the kaiju itself. Maybe something is controlling it. I like that. He's like playing with the mouse and he's like, yeah, that was funny. The fact he said that twice, maybe it's something he does know, but again, maybe he just doesn't remember. Maybe he's dealt with something like this before. Usually I almost gave away the secret again. Oh. They used a kaiju fang. Oh shit. Permafrost. Ah, okay. So that's where they got him. I was like wondering, where'd they get the fangs? Okay. So yep, I did predict it. Yep, their weapon unfortunately created this catastrophe because it was an experiment using a kaiju tooth that had, yeah. Damn, oh man. Okay. So that's why he was concerned. He knew the name about it. Edo Mafia, the ancient slime mold kaiju. Okay, that's cool. Kind of reminds me of that episode of Ultraman Arc, where there was a, what was it? A Gomez that they tried to shoot, and then it turned out it wasn't a Gomez, it was like a shape-shifting, like, crystal kind of, like, alien, actually. So it kind of feels similar to that. And again, what a cool idea to like revamp like the Pagos creature. To say, oh, when they shot it with this tooth, it unfortunately turned it into a zombie. Well, not zombie, but gave this mold the chance to control its dead body. That's interesting. Oh. Oh shit. Oh no. So heat/electricity makes it stronger. So the solution's probably gonna be they have to freeze it then. And oh shit, it's going after more. Oh no. It's gonna freaking bring more kaiju back to life. Oh no. Okay. Recall more. Okay. I really like that he's like, oh, I want to go with her. And he's like, dude, what if we need you as Ultraman? And he's like, well, I won't be able to solve this by just punching it and shooting it. I need to like learn more. Alright, let's hope this works. Hopefully freezing it'll at least slow it down a little bit. Ah, shit. Nope, not enough. It's probably gonna have to be stronger. Yeah, I'm gonna say she's gonna find that suspicious. Like, wait, what? 10 million years ago? So... Oh, okay. I was about to say, he's not saying he's 10 million years old, is he? It's like, oh no, he's saying records. So that's interesting to learn a bit more about Omega. So wherever he comes from, they do keep account of kaiju and records then. That's why, again, I'm very curious. Is he an Ultraman from M78 or what? I really do like that she knows the secret for both of them. Especially like, yeah, she knows like, alright, I'll let him go and hold it off. And again, I like he was inspired by that guy. I did find that interesting when he was talking to him. Question is, how did they die? Yeah. I mean, again, we still don't even know why this is called Snow Blossom. I wonder when that's gonna come into play. Oh. Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh. I was say, is that supposed to be like his memories? Like his actual self? Yeah, I'm very interested to see where that goes then. Yeah, what was that about? I mean, they kind of did that when he was getting flashbacks about, Zaragoza. Like, before it was, like, the enemy, it was showing, like, him back in... What was it? Episode, like, 14 or 15, I think. Oh, okay. I'll say, and right there, the way she said Godspeed. Yeah, I think she might know he's Ultraman then. Interesting. Oh, shit. Wow. It can absorb and frickin' redirect the beam. Oh my god. But I wonder what she figured out. She said the wind in the sky. Again, maybe the idea is you have to make it snow? Oh god, ugh, gross, so slimy. Yeah, and she must know Kosei uses his kaiju. The fact she's all like, use the wind. There we go. Let's say, yeah, okay, yeah, so that's why the wind. Yeah, let's say it's strong enough to dry it out. Okay. Freezing and drying. Okay. Damn! Got him with the tornado. Hit him again. Oh shit. Let's say he's taking it to space. Yep, taking it to space. Oh, watch out! Back up! Oh my god, jeez, Omega! That was close. Damn, he was that confident. He's like, I know it won't reach me. Oh my goodness, Omega. Nice. Good. Yeah, I was about to say, You may have had one mistake, but hey, keep working on it, man. Just find a safer and better way to take them out, that's all. Or hell, maybe even try to coexist with them. That's what Cosmos would try to do.
怪獣博士と怪獣使いや
Yep.
隠さなくていいどうせ
Busted. Yep, I knew she knew.
じゃあこれからはじゃあ俺を使ってください。
No, むしろ逆だよ。あの力は最後の最後の頼みの綱からはずみに使っちゃダメ。
Exactly. I like she knows that. It's like, yeah, you should just use that power willy-nilly. Only as a last resort. I like that. She has that mentality. That's always the thing whenever, like, someone says, why doesn't Ultraman just immediately transform? It's like, nobody understands. It's a last resort. You should only use it, especially if he only has 3 minutes to work. Yay, free food! We love free food! Are we gonna get, though? Yeah. What about when you saw yourself? What's all that gonna be? Oh god, ew, gross. Anyway, that was Ultraman Omega episode 17. Overall, really cool. I like that it starts off with just, you know, your most basic Pagos and like, oh, we did it. Humanity defeated our first kaiju. But then unfortunately, as I guessed, I was like, what did you use for the missiles? For the armor piercing? And it was like, oh, well, not specifically the armor piercing until they went into details. But I was like, I'm assuming their weapons had something to do with it. And it's like, oh, yep. Turns out they used a fang from some ancient kaijus, and they happen to have this mold that is like a kaiju in itself, and basically could just take over the corpse of any monster. And again, I love that was like the main threat was like, oh shit, if this grabs another kaiju, we'll be in trouble, because what if it goes after more? It'll just create an army and just take over the world. I was like, oh shit. Which I'm assuming it wasn't being evil. It was just, you know, it was doing what it was doing. It was finding corpses so it can eat and then just reproduce. It was just doing what its instincts told him, but still had to be taken out because, again, dangerous. So yeah, that was fun. And again, like I was saying, it's cool that they bring back this classic Ultra Kaiju just to give it kind of like a new paint job. Be like, oh, hey, here's a Pagos, but what if it's like one that's corpse is being controlled by a mold, and it makes it look like that. I was surprised he could, like, deflect his beam. I was like, oh, shit, that thing is very dangerous if he can't even use his beam on it. But then, luckily, they found out the solution. Which, I mean, is that, like, a form of, like, what you call wind? That's why I was wondering why it's called snow blossoms. Maybe because, again, the chunks of, like, when the mold is, like, dried up, it's kind of like, again, like a blossom floating in the air, like dry and just light and stuff, maybe? Again, I don't know. I'm probably wrong about that. But yeah, that was like fun that they discovered the weakness. And also, again, it's interesting, the fact like Omega was even like that. Like, oh yeah, no, I didn't see it personally. Because he mentioned like, oh yeah, these things were around 10 million years ago. And she's like, have you been? It's like, it sounds like you've been here. And it's like, oh, no, but there were records about it. So it's like interesting. It's like, oh, so wherever he comes from, they have records, which again makes me wonder, does he come from like a similar Ultraman type planet, I assume? Or it'd be crazy if it turns out he is from M78 and he just doesn't remember. Which again, speaking of, it seems like his memory is trying to come back to him. That's what I'm assuming that other Serato is. That's just him saying, hey, remember your actual purpose here, dude. But again, he still hasn't fully figured it out. So I'm like curious to see where that's going to go in the next episode. And then, yeah, like Taira, I believe his name is. It's like Taira, the main commander, how they were all happy with the result. And then he tried to help out, slowing things down. And again, I like even Kosei was like, what, dude, you should get out of here. And he's like, no, we're going to do what we can because that's all we can do. And I like it even inspired Kosei to like summon Reckiness to try to slow it down as much as he could and all that. But then I do like that when Serato heard Reckiness was fighting, he immediately went to go and help him because he cares so much about Kosei that he like doesn't want him to get hurt. Excuse me, sorry about my throat. But yeah, overall very entertaining episode. And again, I like that she knew about Kosei. Like again, I figured like especially when she said use the wind, I was like, oh, she's basically directly telling him use it. And yeah, so now she just knows like, oh, I know. And I am still a bit confused. Like I think I did read a thing Ayu does know. So does that mean I'm assuming she now knows too that he's Omega, right? Which I'm not positive on that because again, if she does know he's Omega, you think we'd see her asking him way more questions now, being all like what do you remember when you crashed on our planet and stuff? Yeah, I'm not sure if she knows he's Omega, but again, she definitely knows about Kosei. And again, I like even he says, oh, I'll use a kaiju whenever you want. And she's like, no, only as a last resort. I like that she has that Ultraman mentality. Like I was saying, like that's what I always like about Ultraman. Like, yeah, the reason he shows up at the end of the episode for like the actual behind the scenes is like, oh, well, that's where they put all their budget and money for the final fight. But in like the actual universe, it makes sense because it's like, oh, well, he only can fight for like 3 minutes. You might as well save his power before he has to get into a fight. And I like how that fight ended too, where he took it to space. That moment where it was like trying to touch him to infect Omega, I guess, and then he just like stood there and it got like so close to his chin. I was like, oh, dude, Jesus. But he was so confident. He's like, oh, don't worry, he won't touch me. But yeah, that was a really fun episode. And I'm looking forward to episode 18. I do know it's going to be an alien. It's the Barbaras. I said the name wrong, but he was the one that showed up in Ultraman Z a bunch, where they had that whole joke where there's like 9,999 brothers because they were like, I'll take them all on, and it's like Haruki. They have like a shit ton of brothers, and they're like, oh shit. And I always did like that because that's supposed to explain like, oh, why is this same alien keep showing up? Oh, because it's a different one. It's just he has so many brothers. So I'm curious to see for the next episode then, what is one of these things going to be doing here? Like, is it just native to this universe, or is it going to be just like in that one showed up in Trigger? Yeah, because there was like a event where Zet tried to chase after it when it was stealing the King Joe robot, and then they got sucked into Trigger's universe and they had to team up and take him down. So yeah, I'm curious, is this one going to be native to this universe, or is it possibly going to cross back over from Zet's universe? I mean, that's the only universe they've ever shown up in. And again, like I said, yes, it showed up in Trigger, but again, like I said, it originally was from Zed's and then came to Trigger's universe. So yeah, I'm curious and very excited to see what that's going to entail. But that's going to do it for me. Hope you all enjoyed the video. This has been CB Ultra 768, and I'll be back with some more Let's Watch Ultraman Omega next time. So stay tuned for that. Bye-bye. Bye.